our big broadcast. Coast to coast and border to border. It is TuneIn, iTunes, and Radio Loyalty. Well, apparently there is some news. There is a lot of news on the news front. You would expect news on the news front. I've been sitting here, and during the Dr. Paul Nathanson interview, there kept being these pop-ups, these notifications that were coming across my one of the screens that said the tragic Kimberly Guilfoyle. And then there was something about Vanna White will be missed. I went and checked. Vanna White just signed a brand new contract to keep Wheel of Fortune going. She's not dead. And Kimberly Guilfoyle is still alive. So, I don't know what that was about. But I guess when those pop up again, I'll click on them and we'll go find out what the hell they are. So that may be still to come. On our Sunday radio broadcast. Season of Ghosts is supposed to call us at 45 after. So we are going to wait on them to call us via the world-famous Skype-a-rooney. But until then, apparently Burgess Malton is at it again. Apparently Burgess Martin has a problem hitting females. Apparently he's got something in his... I don't know, there's something going on with this guy. He apparently has some sort of issue where he abuses women. I don't know what that's about. But Burgess is, I guess he abused woman number 4 the other day. Apparently there's been 3 of them before Nicole Scott. But apparently now he's beat up Nicole Scott too. Which, I'll tell you, and I shouldn't say these things because I don't know Nicole Scott. But she looks awful old. I always thought she was a little older than Burgess should be dating. Maybe it's Burgess is just young looking. I don't know. But I'm like, can he get a charge of abusing the elderly? I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. That's mean. I like Nicole Scott. I've never met the woman, but I've seen her and Burgess, and she looks like she's a good mom, even though it's kind of odd that her kid looks like Christian Temple. I don't know. We're not going to say anything, but why wouldn't you? So, I don't know. But Burgess apparently... Now, the rumor is that Nicole Scott and him were driving down the road. Burgess is driving the car. And Nicole Scott just attacked him out of nowhere. So he had to defend himself. He had to hit her in the face. He had to give her a bunch of scratches on her face, according to eyewitness reports. He had to blacken her eye because, oh my God, he had to subdue her. Now, anybody who knows anything about if you're driving down the road and you're just all of a sudden violently attacked, which doesn't really ever happen. I think it happened one time to me. I think Stumpy attacked me, but I think that was just because I was being annoying when I was driving the car. But I stopped, pulled over to the side of the road, turned the car off, and got out of the car. Now, Burgess handled it a little bit differently. Burgess went ahead and put the beat down on her. He threw the beat down on Nicole Scott, so allegedly. I don't know if that does. We know we went to. He got a count of domestic battery. We know that, and we know it happened right before Halloween, 2 days before Halloween. What is it with him and these holidays? Holidays trigger this guy. Halloween triggered him. Last year it was Christmas. A couple days before Christmas triggered him. It's kind of an odd deal. But it's too bad because Burgess is a real talented guy, as I've said many times on this show. Real talented guy. He's helped me out on many occasions. Real nice guy. But for whatever reason, he's got something in his DNA which apparently boils to the surface right around the holidays. And whatever female he's dating at the time As The Rock likes to say, he lays the smackdown on him. So, that apparently is news. But we have some other news we'll get to a little bit later on. In our next hour, we're going to be talking to Randy Weir, the author. We'll also talk to Fee Radio, whatever the hell that is. Also, Deanna Scott will join us, and John Kushner. John. I don't know. I'll look his name up, get proper spelling on it. But, good old Burgie. Apparently Burgie is beating women again. Although I don't think he probably beat Nicole Scott as much as he beat Alyssa when he beat the hell out of her. Because I heard that he not only beat the hell out of her, he got like the mount position on her and threw the ground and pound on her. I'm like, holy smokes. What a piece of garbage. So, Burgie Martin, the big star. Star of station screen, Burgess Martin. So, but that's too bad, because I like Burgess. It's too bad. But, whenever I see the news that Burgess has beat someone up again, usually it's female, and usually it's right around the holidays. It's too bad. But we do have news coming up. In fact, if we don't get a call from Season of Ghosts in our next segment, I will talk about, apparently there is a professional wrestler who wants to fight me. Oh, yes, let's do this. Shane Garrett, let's do this. That's the spoiler. But we are going to take a time out. When we come back, we are going to hopefully have our guest with us. I'm hoping that they give us a holla holla, as they say. I'm hoping that we can get them to call us on the magic of Skype. If they do, we are going to be back and we're going to do that. If not, we'll do something else. But, well, I know what we'll do. We'll talk about my buddy Shane. Another guy that I hardly know, but apparently he's not a fan of mine. So we are going to find out just exactly what his frickin' problem with me is. And we will do that here on the Sunday radio broadcast back here in a few seconds.